Warning. The following video is intended for viewers 13 years and older. Viewer discretion is advised. You're here. You're ready. Welcome to my world.
Welcome back, YouTube. It's I'm Ghost of Sparta, and I'm here with another fantastic review of the Tamashii Nation's Gundam Universe RX-78-2. You can see the front of the box is a nice window box for this, and what's crazy about this figure is that I found this at a Walgreens, and this is a Tamashii Nation figure. It comes with the approval stamp right here at the bottom, and I was really surprised. For 25 bucks, you get a nice, great Tamashii Nation's Bandai Japan figure, and of a Gundam, no less. Wonder if they're gonna do that for Dragon Ball figures or any other line that they have, maybe their Monster Arts line. It's just crazy. Well, if you guys are new to this channel, welcome. Appreciate you stopping by. I do action figure reviews, and if that's what you like and you like my content, hit that like button, subscribe, and hit that bell icon so you don't miss any fantastic reviews from yours truly. So let's get this guy out of his box and take a look at how awesome this figure could be. Now that we've got this Gundam out of his cardboard prison, we could take a look at him. And you know what? I am excited for this figure. I am somewhat of a Gundam fan. I'm not a huge Gundam fan, but I did watch it when I was younger on, I believe it was Toonami. There were some Gundam shows on there, and you know, you would find them on those, you know, special channels when you had cable. You'd be able to find some good, you know, sub Gundam shows. But this Gundam Universe from Tamashii Nations is done very well for a $25 price point. Marvel Legends better step it up, because this guy came with a buttload of accessories. I mean, it's minimal, but it has way more accessories than most Marvel Legend characters. I really enjoyed the paint on this figure. You guys can check out. I mean, it's done up very well. It has the great blues. You can see the detail in the pinstriping. You can see the red. The mask looks fantastic. I really enjoy this Gundam figure. RX-78 looks great. I mean, you can see him from a bunch of angles, and he's able to hold great poses as well. So with all the beautiful things I was talking about, let's take a much closer look at the paint apps. Now, the figure has been pretty much molded in this gray plastic, obviously for the arms, and the joints are different colors, but you could take a look at most of it, and the parts that were molded in blue, orange, I mean, they were all put together, and they're beautifully done. You get great detail. I mean, you could take a look at that face there, and it pretty much gives you the mobile suit, you know, the original mobile suit, gives you the actual character out of it. I mean, Tamashii Nations does a great job with their figures. I mean, they pay attention to the detail. I mean, you can see all the lining here. You know, obviously those are all sculpted in, but I'm pretty sure if you would get a Gundam pen, write that in, boom, you'll have some good dynamic panel lining to be able to make this figure really stand out. You know, we go to the back of the figure. I mean, I wish this was kind of done up a little bit better. I don't know if that's exactly how it was in the show. It's been a long time. I mean, I didn't watch the first adaptation of Gundam. I came in later with Gundam Wing, but I mean, I'm pretty sure they could have made this silver. You know, we got Gundam's ass right here. So these panels move when you're trying to get to the articulation. But this is a well done figure for the price point and all the accessories you get. I can't stop talking about that, about the price point, because it's perfect. I mean, 25 bucks and all the stuff you get. With Marvel Legends, you pay $20. Some retailers are paying more, or charging you more for it, and you just get a figure, maybe a hand, maybe an extra head, maybe an effect piece, you know, or you'll get a Build-A-Figure piece, which is like, come on, we could do better than that. So with all that being said, you know what time it is. It's articulation time. Head moves up, moves down, swivel, arm rotation, hinge, bend at the elbow, swivel, and hinge. Ab crunch, goes down, goes back. Also have a swivel. RX-78 has a beautiful spread. Swivel at the thigh, bend at the knee. We have a swivel at the ankle. We have a pivot. We also have a hinge joint. Now, if you guys know about Gundam, this all started in 1979, the Gundam Universe, and this was from the very first anime, Mobile Suit Gundam, and it was piloted by Ario Ray. Pretty sure I butchered that name, but Marino Ray. And this guy was equipped with his armament, such as the 2 beam sabers and a beam rifle. So, I mean, you get all the accessories from the show. And it also has beautiful weapon storage, and you can't go wrong with that for the price point of this figure. RX-78 comes with 2 weapon holding hands for his beam saber and his beam rifle, and then he has 2 fisted hands. You get 2 hands. That's great, awesome for this. Not only that, but he has his 2 beam sabers up on the back of him. I'll just remove them. You take the effect pieces that comes with it. So he comes with 2 of them, not just 1, 2. Just plugs right in. Now you got a nice little beam saber. And then plug in the other one. I'd be very careful with this because I've been around and these little pegs right here, they always break. So I'd be very careful when putting them inside the little hilt. And then he's able to hold them with his hand here. So, and the hands pop off pretty easily. Just pop this back off, put this on, boom. And you have him with his beam saber. You could display him as such. He also has his beam rifle, which is great. What I like about it is, I mean, it stays true to the whole series, but also the scope here articulates. You can actually rotate it depending on which hand you have him holding on. So that way that the scope here is able to be on the right side. So if he's holding in his left hand, put it on the right side. If he's holding in his right hand, you put the scope on the left side. So that's pretty neat that they added that little detail. And let's not forget his famous shield looks like it's put together in 2 pieces. It has all the detail inside. I mean, if you were to get some like shoe polish and rub it on this guy and then let it sit for like a minute or 2 and then rub it all off, you could get all the detail of this, all the grainy detail. You'll be able to make that thing pop. You know, all the line work will show nice. You can't go wrong with that. So this part is embossed, it's not painted, so it's risen up. Was that in the original show? I don't know. Let me know in the comments if it was. But compared to the other figures that I have reviewed that are domestic, this figure is great. I mean, you could check out my Terminator review that I have. I'll leave a card up on the top, and also a link in the description as well. And you could check those out, and you could see that those figures didn't come with as much. I mean, the Terminator one came with quite a bit, had some extra heads and stuff, but this guy can actually hold his weapons like without an issue. I didn't have to use my, you know, open hand technique, which is pretty much putting the hand in my mouth and prying it from his hands. What's also cool is these little beam sabers can go onto his beam rifle, and you can have an effect piece that he's shooting it. You know, you got a little bam, pew 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 pew. You know, get a little bit of that action going on. So all in all, it's a great figure, done well, painted well, great articulation, has great detail, a shit ton of accessories. I mean, what more do you want from a figure, and for a great price point? I mean, I feel like I'm trying to sell this to you guys because I keep mentioning the price point, but I mean, the fact that I didn't have to wait for overseas shipping, and I didn't have to wait and pay shipping. I just had to drive to my local Walgreens and pick this up was great. I mean, I wish SH Figure Arts would start doing that. Go to my Walmart, pick one up. But oh, it's so awesome to have this figure and to be greeted with it. You know, another accessory it has, if you guys haven't noticed it, when we did his beautiful spread, but he can also be used for a stand, and he has this little crotch rocket there so that we could plug a stand right into his taint, and you'll be able to do all kinds of aerial poses, because obviously this is happening in space, and so, you know, they need a stand to be able to, so you can produce acrobatic poses that you wish to have with this figure. So I hope you guys really enjoyed this review. This figure is amazing. I would definitely recommend it and want you guys to pick it up. So without further ado, guys, thank you so much for this review. Thank you guys for watching. I really appreciate it. And please, guys, hit that like button. I want to try to get 500 subscribers. So that is my next goal. So if you guys can help me with that, I would really appreciate it. Until the next review, guys.